Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Today, GM Arkady Naiditsch with us and International Master Georgi Sibashvili. Arkady will be playing some Blitz games and we will do some commentaries and hopefully we'll make it exciting. Arkady, how are you doing today? Are you ready to crush people on this platform and gain a lot of rating points?
Okay, let's play a little bit. Let's have some fun. I think we should describe the system, how we're gonna do so. During I'm playing, of course, I'm gonna take down my earphones so I don't listen to the commentary of Georgi. Georgi is gonna comment during I am playing, and then we're gonna analyze together the game. So I guess it should be fun to analyze, to play, to watch. So let's see how it goes. We do it for the first time. So let's hope it works out well. All right, so basically we can begin, I guess. Nothing stands in the way. Let's start. So I'm gonna click now 3-minute game. I'm turning off my audio. We can begin, and I take down, of course, the earphones. So so yes, let's go with the first game.
Okay, here we are. I started the first game, e3. That's a bit weird setup, actually. He plays against Idisuja from Ukraine. We have King's Indian setup with the c5 structures. I've been playing this with the black pieces, actually, but knight c3 is a little bit strange. Whenever you see this kind of structures, white really wants to go all in for the checkmate on the king side, but it's not happening right now because the g7 bishop usually is a big shield. Besides, black is just controlling the center very well, and maybe at some point d4 as well. Here we go. d4 is played, and it's not easy by any means actually how to play precisely in this situation because black got some kind of, maybe some knight g4, knight e3 ideas as well, perhaps might be in the air, let's see. For example, knight d5, bishop g7, knight takes e3, perhaps is a possibility. Yeah, he goes for it. Because let's say bishop g7, knight e3, but there was queen c1. That was the problem. If knight f1 was just taking it here. Okay, Arkady goes for grabbing the pair of bishops, which is not bad at all. And why not? Let's have a look. Knight b4, trying to go after the pawn on d3. It's a good option. We will just check it out. b6. So with the intention of bishop b7, just a simple chess, nothing major, just calm variations ahead. So let's have a look how things go. Bishop b7, f5. Yeah, that actually is interesting approach. White is attacking on the flank. Let me just double check one thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind. The stream, just want to make sure it is all set. And let's just go. Okay, f takes, h takes. What's going on next? Arkady probably will activate the rook on d8 and h8 later. White might try some d4 breakthrough, perhaps. Actually, it's quite a possible approach right now. So it does look like, here we go, to opening up the center. Rook d8. I think if d takes e5, then queen d1 looks good. Queen takes here as well. But on d5, okay, that's a tricky version. If knight e5, perhaps some kind of taking or knight e4 opportunities arise. Let's see. Let's see. Not too clear on that knight e5. Goes with e4. Okay. Knight takes f3. You know, at some point he really needs to try to maybe open up the center, but on the other hand, white has a bit tricky versions like rook e1, e5 coming up as well. Here we go, e6. I was just wondering if there is any rook f6, e5 ideas, but I think he can get away with it. So rook f6, e5, and then tuck the queen back, and I believe it's going to be absolutely fine. So let's see what happens next. quite interesting. Okay, rook f1, and he decides to take it. It makes sense. It actually looks better. Okay, so takes it, and knight takes back. F5. Is it really enough, though? I don't think so. He can just probably bring the king on f7, simply. And if e takes f5, perhaps some d4 idea might be there, or even rook g8, just to make sure that there is nothing, probably. Something like rook g8 looks good. The d4 will be coming in the future, too. Probably he's looking for some tricks, if there is any, on d4. But typically getting rid of that, yes, much simple. We get rid of this piece, and there is nothing coming on our way, which is much, much better version. So that looks like a kind of game over occasion. I don't know why specifically white sacrificed for that. Just king g7, perhaps keep it simple. Yes, if queen h3, he can just go on another side. So I think it just should be fine, absolutely. Queen f5, queen h2. Okay, this definitely white missed, but is it a bit trickier? I think queen h4, queen d4 kind of centralizing, or just comes back. It's absolutely fine and just resigns. Yeah, that was a nice victory indeed. Worked out very well. So it was quite simple approach to play as well. Let's just copy that right now into the study, and we will be able to check it out. Arkady,
That's it.
Yes, what did you think after the piece sacrifice?
Yes, very surprising to give me a piece.
Definitely. I'll just copy that game actually into the study to check it out. Just a moment. So we can create a study with the games.
So
we'll just see everything. His knight f3 and b3 setups were quite interesting. Back in the day, I've seen it. Okay, online games. We have a study where we can just check out the games. Here we are. In our studies, online games. It's newly created one.
So let me see.
Sure. Rush.
Can you see if I make the move?
I do. I see it.
So
e3. Do you think it was a misclick or it was intended?
Hard to say. So maybe this is the way ED Shuda, or not sure how to read correctly, is playing. So the setup was f4 is e3, not the most ambitious for white, and knight c3 is bad. So I think Georgi White should not develop the knight to c3 in these positions.
Definitely. He messed up something for sure along these lines, because it didn't look like that is the right way to play.
Strange. This was looking strange, so bishop d3 also looking strange. And d4, it's okay, but here I played a big mistake, d take e6. I don't like it at all. So d takes e3 was not the best.
Well, we thought we were calculating it actually here on the stream that probably you would be going for d takes, knight d5, and at the end after knight d3 there was this queen c1 idea, which was the most annoying part, right? And there was no getting away with it.
Yes, but in this position, of course, I should not take. I can play like bishop g4, for example, and I think black's position is just so nice. So nice. The pawn on d4 cannot be taken, so next move might be even a simple take followed by e5. So huge advantage, I think, for black already. So de, this was bad because, of course, I have missed the move queen c1. I played too fast, way too fast. After queen d2, it's more or less equal in my opinion. And yeah, so we played here a little bit. Everything is normal. Actually, I need to take care of this knight g5. For the moment, it's not dangerous, but I have to be careful. f5, a bit strange. And to to take. I'm not sure it's helping white. What do you think, Georgi?
I don't think so, actually, because these knights cannot really get through. We'll look at, so I think it's fine. You know, at some point, it was a bit weird, but like d4 looks okay. But some knight h4 ideas, perhaps after d4, if it's possible to pull it off.
E6
yes,
probably.
e6 in any
E6
case,
would
right?
be my idea. Yeah. So if you attack g6, I'll play f5. So I don't think it's very dangerous.
Yes,
maybe there are some tricks, but not sure. Not sure. At least I thought e6 f5 I should be stable. Also knight e7 in the worst case, and of course the bishop is going to play a long time, a very important role. So in case you take on c5, it just take back, and I guess the endgame is better for black. So
Yes.
this is what I've been hoping for. So d5 is a bit surprising because I think white needs to be very careful now. Even if you take on e5, I take with a queen. So this endgame, I think white should be careful. Bad knight on g3. And
like it,
I
yes.
go very fast e6, so not so easy for white already. Maybe there are some tactics with knight e4 here, but I don't think something works because I just take f3. So e4, of course, gives black already. Very nice play. And I've been thinking he's going to take here. I was almost sure that he's going to take, and plays a move e5. I thought just queen f8, take, and queen takes. And I think that maybe black is better because my king is so active. Bishop is going to be good long term. So maybe white can escape, but maybe not. Yeah.
It's exactly this kind of stuff we were looking at. Actually, rook f6 e5. Mentioned it during the stream. But yes, just tucking the queen back, I think, was good enough already. Because if you trade off the queens, it's all set. There is nothing left. Black should be already better in this ending because the d5 pawn is very weakened up. So it was a nice one, actually. And the g3 knight can join in action. That's the sad part for white, that they are trying to make it work, but knight is not going to join. Because the moment it jumps somewhere, that's it already. Everything will blow up there. But g6 was very well covering it, so it was a really nice game, though.
Rook f1, I just took. And here, knight sacrifice, of course. This is weird. I have no idea what's the point of that. It's like, I always have this king f7, so there is like nothing at all. Yeah?
And after e takes f5, we're looking at, let's say, rook g8 or d4, but I think rook g8 is much safer approach. Okay, no need any special complications, you know, and it's definitely good to go there. So
yeah, so just a piece up, yeah, that's it. So the rest of the game, not really funny. Okay, so let's go for the second game.
Let's do it.
And by the way, should we comment after each game or...
I think it will be better, let's say, for example, I think 3 games and then copying it and checking it out might be preferable.
Okay, let's do like that. So I'm just gonna play 3 games straight and you comment and then we check the games together.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right,
good luck.
So I turn off the sound, yeah, and start playing.
Good luck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's check it out. He is going to start the games. Let's open it up and see who is the next opponent. Just for the reference, he cannot hear us. He is just playing. And after roughly 3 games, we will do the commentary. Here we go. The next game. He plays with the white pieces with e4, plays against Alex 1000 from Ukraine. 2454 Blitz rated, 2525 bullet. The game aborted. That actually happens frequently. Let's see, another game started, maybe, or not yet. Here we go. Plays with the white pieces against, that's a really, really long game, long name from United States. And the opening is Sicilian with a6, OK variation with c3. Whenever you see some offbeat options, c3 is one of the crusher option. I really like this b3 because it just broke the pawn structure completely. And let's have a look. And we have got this situation, bishop takes, knight takes. b4, okay, the queen is coming there, or the knight b3, c5 is also an opportunity. Depends on how he adjusts the situation. This is important to protect it. Okay, knight is actually black is trying to get the counterplay on the king side with this. It was a nice maneuver. The thing is that the queen can't join in action though, which is mandatory. At this point, white is attacking the pawn on b7, which is a bit annoying. If something, we can take it. And maybe later attacking the bishop back on c1 is not a bad idea either. Because this way, it gets rid of this. Oh, knight d7, is it something? Oh, there is queen g6, actually. It's a nice move. Perhaps it's time. Go for bishop c1 and get rid of the knight. Yes, very good. Because queen g6 is not messing around. Bishop c5. Either he takes here or the bishop. Taking the bishop is fine, because this knight doesn't have... So, ooh, that's a bad-looking move, no doubt. Now attack here, here. The bishop can easily get activated. At least all the pressure from the flank is gone, so it's easier for white right now to put pressure on. Queen d3. Okay, so attacking these guys. Knight e5 is possible. If knight takes c5 and rook takes c5 is a good option as well. So let's see what he does. Kicking the knight out, then developing the bishop, because the bishop really wants to go somewhere. Here we go, knight e5 on the board. Knight takes c5, rook e5, and saying hi to this knight. Okay, maneuvering on c6 probably, but it's time to develop the bishop at some point. f6 is a practical option. Rook goes back, knight c6. Oh, he can try rook b2 after knight c6, and there is no rook c7 or rook b8 because of bishop f4. Attacks the rook, and there is no good way to hold it. Here we go. That's what we have. And black is dropping very important b7 pawn. There's no rook c7, no rook b8. This is really bad for black, but it's not possible to make anything work there. We are just going to capture the pawn. I think it is all set here. I'm just checking out the screen if anything is trimmed or cut. I think not really. Rook takes b7 and simply winning a pawn. Yeah, it already does look like black is in trouble. He has an extra pawn, killing on the counterplay. At some point, white can try to go after the a pawn or control the b file and put the rook on b6 as well. Why not? Rook d6, we can take. Or actually, there is no rook b6, is not a threat though. Was there any c4 available? Just for the reference, somewhere here, something like that. If takes it and then go with d5, rook b6 we take, and rook b7 was protected. Maybe, but okay, the game goes on. Knight h4. Of course, queen straight is good, so queen g4 makes sense. And knight f5. It oddly protects the checkmate threat. Okay, what is possible to do right now? If rook c6, queen takes, he just ignores it. Moves the rook away. Can try to capture it, I guess, right? Because if knight e3, the straight will be okay, but on the other hand, he goes for the mate. It's not a bad idea, definitely. Going here, rook g7, king f8, rook f7 is there, and what else? But they are going down 1 minute, both of them, so we are getting into bullet territory. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We will have some actions coming up. Sometimes I will do the commentary, the Narkari will be doing it. Bear in mind that he cannot hear us for the technical details. He just looks at his own game. Rook e6, and he resigned. There was a mate coming up. Good one. Nice victory, no doubt. Let's see if another game has started. Just check it out. This one was a nice game indeed, and a brilliant victory. Okay, another one is playing with the black pieces. So, we have Sicilian Rossolimo with knight c6 and bishop b5, e6. In this situation, there are two moves. e6 and g6 both are the main continuations. And here we go. Taking the bishop out. It's possible to go with b5, bishop b7. h6 is another one, which actually has been played in a World Cup quite a lot. These h6 variations, bishop gets developed, castle, potentially knight f5, f6 are the general ideas. 92. Okay, so now we go what? Knight f5, knight h5? Is it actually a move? Or maybe just takes knight h5 as a possibility? Unclear. Okay, he's going for it, it seems. Jeroniman from... Well, he doesn't have a flag there. Wants to go after the dark squared bishop. Well, it's important to create something. Let's say g4 and perhaps the queen is getting there. If takes, knight moves, there's queen h4 or queen h4 regardless. Perhaps it's not a bad looking move at all. On the board, knight f4 is weird. Not taking on g7, it's a little bit weird. Is there any way to contact you? Kaiser Chess, you can check out our email, which is on YouTube. So you will be able to communicate with us with that. So rook b8. Rook goes there, just going after this. It feels like white's pieces got entangled. It was weird that after knight h5, they didn't take on g7 and just kind of went back. Queen d2. Okay, attacks this one. What is going on? Any tactics, something? Takes. No, c5 is a very good move, by the way. Brilliant option. Because if knight takes, there is bishop f1, and if the pawn takes, there comes d4, and white just completely shatters. Any g3 inclusion, would it do anything? You can just tuck it back. I think it was a practical decision to give up an exchange in this case, because takes, and at least white has a bit of control over the dark squares, but still. Knight d7 is a threat, though. It is important to pay attention to that. Let's see how Arkady plays. Knight e3. Trade is off. Pawns. And these knights are quite good, by the way. It's not like black has got an extra exchange and that's it. It's a very tricky situation indeed. b3, and now white definitely wouldn't mind grabbing the pawn on a5. That was a nice tactical shot. If d takes, we've got this rook c5. And if, let's say, white takes on e5, takes, maybe knight let's say knight takes here, f takes. Okay, but here bishop f4 is there, right? Yeah, that was probably a bit of miscalculation. Oh, rook g4 is a threat. Wow. That was unexpected, because let's say if we move the rook on b7, there is rook g4, queen takes, and knight f6 was there. I'm not sure if Jeroniman had this in mind when he went for this calculation, but it's quite exciting. Takes and rook takes there. Okay, g3. To go back, queen d8. This pawn wasn't captured, which is good news for us. Maybe rook c8? Perhaps? But what's the resulting ending, though? It's very unclear. That's an interesting one. Let's check it out. What's going to happen? h5, h4, just to create some weaknesses. White is trying to control the file. Black might get enough counterplay on the king side, though, because if we take on g3 and queen d6 coming next, maybe sooner or later the rook transferring to the h file is not bad at all. White tries to use the space, then go after the e6 pawn. Just a moment, I'll be right back in a second. Okay, all set. So queen c3. What's up? So rook c7 is a threat. Arkady is going down quite low on time. It's time to speed up the process. But rook c7 is there. King f6. Trying to take it. Maybe bring the queen on the other direction. Queen h8, queen h3 ideas. Let's see, the tension is rising. Both players below 1 minute. Queen c1 was the idea. Going there, I think it's quite slow. Maybe the rook can go on this direction directly or the queen immediately. Okay, maybe white really wants to go on h3 and then f4, but it's not a big e4. Wow. That's very impressive though, but does it do something? But e5 might be there. Let's say, because now there is a direct attack to this one, and queen f4 also doesn't look so nice. And white even pushes d5. Missed that the rook was hanging. Okay, that's a good news. 18 seconds for both players, so there will be some blunders coming up. But go on. What's next? The d6, going there. Some checkmate ideas, queen h1, rook h2. I think that should be it. White should not be able to survive from there. Another check. He also has an extra time. Perhaps it's time to bring this. Or queen d4 somewhere, queen e1. There should be checkmate somewhere along the way. But it's mandatory to speed up. Just give checks. Just don't mind it what's going on. Do the pre-moves at this point. 2 seconds. 1 second. Let's see. King goes up. Just pre-moves. Check, check. Yes! That's it. We got the victory. Nice one. Nice one. I like it. Going down on the seconds. Everything is getting very hectic at the time, ladies and gentlemen. And he got this. Okay. What's the next one? No new games. What is going on? Play the... Just a moment. Okay, I cannot see the new game if it started. Here we go. Here we go. We have got a Spanish, and he plays against the Grandmaster Stoy Chess from Denmark, over 2500 rated player. And we have got the Spanish regular one, which you will be seeing it quite a lot with a4, a5 idea. Bishop e6. Yes, you got this. It's very important to trade off the bishops. Moves the king on h8, and the idea is to go for f5 as soon as possible. Bishop a4. Okay, what's the catch now? Whoa, that's actually terribly hanging, and there's no knight d4. Wait a moment. Takes, bishop takes, maybe bishop c4, but nothing is changing. So if we try to go for perhaps bishop c4 is a possibility, maybe. But even after pawn takes, the knight doesn't have a good way. Such a tricky guy. Just bishop a4. Maybe he just needs to give up a pawn. There is no other way. Knight d4, c6 is under attack. Some chances. Maybe knight c6 inclusion first is a bad news, because if the queen goes there, even knight e7 opportunity arises. If queen here, there is knight b8. But I think it's still, looks like it's a lost position. This bishop a4 was very oddly placed move. And white has got really no good ways to give any chance. No, that should be actually losing, but it's okay. We just keep going. If knight takes b8, let's say, yeah, that's the killer move. If the queen takes, let's say bishop takes on e6, maybe some chances, perhaps. Not as much down exchange, but it's a blitz game. Let's not forget about this fact. The game goes on, and maybe some better opportunities might arise. Perhaps bishop f6 or queen a7. Something to use along this diagonal. Queen gets activated. Perhaps going on to the queen side, king side. No, just takes. Perhaps bishop takes e5, queen e6, and we're just going to take on b2 as well. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. So takes, bishop takes e5. And what's going on here? No tactics, nothing. Perhaps bishop d4 to go after this weakness. Queen c5. No, it didn't really work quite well. Bishop b2 was another opportunity, but the rook was coming on d1. This is not something what he wanted to see for sure. And now h6 just to clear up the 8th rank. So no surprises whatsoever. And it's time to take it. Perhaps he might just take the pawn on a5 as well. And after all, it's not that bad. You know, like if he takes all the pawns on the flank, why is it that bad continuation? It's quite unclear. I think it's going to be absolutely fine. So queen e7, hang on. The rook g8, classy move. Moving the rook away, we don't want to do any business. If rook b1, bishop c3 will be there, followed by queen a5. Maybe bishop c3 regardless, just to say hi to this rook. And if we take on a5 later as well, any tricks? Maybe not. Just grab the pawns all the way. Queen a4 followed by queen c2 is an option. At some point, it's not clear at all, because if takes, we're going to take it back. Perhaps white wants to do something like this. Maybe rook h6 idea. Yes, he went for it. So takes, queen h7. But, oh, there is rook queen b1 and queen takes c2, or queen takes right away. There was this opportunity, right? There was nothing happening. We have it covered, because if takes, and we had this, okay, bishop f6 and queen goes on f7. That also stops all the counterplay. There is no rook f6 because we're going to take it. Queen g7, queen g8 doesn't work. Otherwise, the pawns are running down the board. Centralizing the queen. Oh, bishop e5, even better, even better. He takes it back, this exchange. So queen somewhere, we need it in the center. It's time to go after the pawns later. Yes, queen d4. Now f4, what is the idea? f5. Perhaps the rook can join in action already? Yes, of course, because last time it wasn't really doing much, but now we have this opportunity to go for it. Queen e7. Can we take? No, we can't. There is this. What's the move? Queen f4. Queen f4, queen f5. Excellent. Brilliant, brilliant. Rakati took all the pawns, fighting till the end, always has the reason, and he got the victory. 3 out of 3. Excellent. Back-to-back victories, one of them against the Grandmaster, which is absolutely flawless. Another game. Let's have a look. So we have e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. Seems like Rossolimo is quite common with d3 idea, g6. And black's idea is to play bishop g7, knight d7, e5, preventing bishop g4 at all costs, bishop e3. I like it. If anyone is watching it quite regularly, you all know that bishop must be on e3 or on e6. Extremely important. Queen e6 makes the trades. He can go for short castle, long castle, both of it is fine. Tucking the knight away. f4 ideas. g4. In World Cup, we have seen these ideas a lot. And he is ready to strike at this point. So g4. a3, b3. Okay, there are some dark square weaknesses, but how is black going to use it? h4, h5 is coming on the way, and it doesn't look like it's very clear what black needs to do in this position. h5 tries to maybe take it. Okay, is there any sacrifices? Perhaps knight g3 and then h5 is an idea, because if g5, the knight comes on f5. Very good, very good. Knight g3 right away. h5, it's time. Or g5. It also probably works. There was this opportunity as well, just to try to take it, followed by queen h6. If g5, there is knight f5. Let's have a look at this g5. Maybe then he wants to push this h5 too. If f takes, either knight takes or the queen takes, followed by h5 too. Takes, and what is next? Some checks, something, queen there. The best part is that along this diagonal, nothing is happening, so black will not be able to use any kind of a play there. Knight h5 is on the way, h5, g6, etc. Knight is kind of tied down to the pawn, can't move away, so white should be better, probably crashing at this point as well. Knight e4 or h5, that's a big question. e4 perhaps just to throw the pawns already, h5, g6, h6, something like that, even this. So white is not really letting black at all to move the pieces around, and rook e8. Is there some finishing blow or not yet? Rook g1, preparing knight f6. That's a classy move. Knight f6, takes, rook g5 ideas are in the air, or maybe even pushing the pawn forward. And if this, we go for queen a1, not caring about anything at all. Knight f6 on the board. Takes, king takes, and now what is the tactical opportunity? Maybe capturing here, or knight g5. Okay, I see. So knight e4 is the way to go. Queen straight is not in white's radar, no doubt. And where does the king go? That's the question of the day. King e6. Oh, it's possible to take it, and queen d4. The rook will be hanging. Okay, king protects it? Are you serious? Is it actually allowed? Wow. Wait, the king is not getting mated somehow? Takes maybe b4 and activating the king later, c3, whatever. No, actually knight e4 is a tricky move as well. If something c3, knight f6 in the combination, it's possible. Well, no, we really don't want to give up the knight. b4. What's up if he takes it? Rook takes back. So this should be good. But this king, how is this king still alive though? Right there. It's time to maneuver the pieces. Knight d6 is good. If the bishop moves, there will be rook e5, followed by rook e4 ideas. That should be checkmate somewhere. How is the mate? Rook d5, knight b5. That's it. Oh no, king c5 will be there. Doesn't work. Rook c5 looks good. If takes, we go there. Otherwise, if bishop f7 just captures, followed by rook c4. That's it. Another victory. Back to back. Very good. Gaining the rating points as well and getting into top places. Let's see if he is planning to play another game. I'll refresh it to check it out. We have...
Okay, Georgi. I had to play 4 games because the guy offered me a rematch. And of course, after such a disgusting win, I had to give...
Excellent string. Excellent string. I felt like a football commentator, actually, with the action and everything. Very nice. Very nice. Bishop a4 came out of nowhere. What was that, though? Like, this was really unexpected.
But king h8, I completely... forgot because bishop f6, of course. Let's go to the game.
I'll copy the games. I'll copy the games real quick. Just a minute.
Yes.
And we will have a look at it. Wow.
Yeah, because I completely missed it, of course, and then completely hopeless, lost position.
That was really nice. Really nice comeback. So everyone out there, keep fighting till the end, and very good opportunities arise. That's it.
Just a blitz game. So, by the way, I see in chat, is there a way to contact you? You can send us,
I responded, yes. Responded on the email. They can send an email, actually.
Or to leech us, you can contact us.
Yes, even leech us as well. Absolutely. Okay, I just added the games in the study. Just a moment. Go on. The floor is yours. And it was really exciting, by the way, these seconds when it came down that it was the bullet moment of it. I was like,
so slow.
Come on.
I am so slow.
Nice one. Nice one.
Slow.
Go on, please. The floor is yours.
Yes. Okay, let's start with the current game. So this is all pretty normal, and usually black does not rush with a castle so early. Because the problem is that I have this queen d2 now and bishop h6. I believe that the moment white has managed to go bishop h6, white's position is a bit better in my view. So we have the move e5 is quite typical because otherwise, again, bishop h6 is too dangerous. So black is trying to keep the position closed. And here, actually, maybe objectively the best is to castle short side to play knight h2 with area f4. So this is usually what white should play, but as well, long castle is not so bad, but of course position is crazy after the long castle. We do play a blitz game, so let's have some fun, and this is normal. So the idea for white is to have this g4, knight g3, and then let's push on the black king. Georgi, what do you think? It's a dangerous attack, or
we were looking at it. Dangerous? Actually, we pointed out about the short castle knight h2 f4 ideas as well during the commentary there, and I like this maneuver a lot because it already allows white to get this h4, h5, and g5 in action, and regardless, black is going to play this b5, b4 idea, so it's a really classy maneuver as well. We liked it a lot during the game, and we did think that white should have the better one. Just real quick, let me respond. Hello, Daniel. Can we play our Grandmaster? Arcadia, I guess we'll have special ones, special streams for that. I guess with the viewers in the future.
Streams.
Yes.
Because right now we just started with Georgi, and of course, in case you like the stream, please give us a thumb up, and as well, please subscribe. In the beginning, it's not easy, so sometimes Georgi and me, we just talk to each other. So friendly conversation.
Yes, indeed. Carry on.
All right. So actually, the position is by far not easy because it looks like white is having a dangerous attack, but in most cases, it just looks like a dangerous attack. So not easy. But black should play somewhere the move bishop e6 because to attack a2 pawn is very useful. In case I go a3, there is b5, b4. And in case I go king b1, there is still b5 before b3. So usually a3 is not the move because after a3, b3, my king on c1 is pretty safe. So here, white should be doing better. I pushed a little bit. By the way, g5.
Here we
I
thought h5.
Why not h5?
Yes, we
I should
thought
have
about
played it.
that. Yes,
Because
because
I thought
you
here,
prepared everything for that. Knight g3 especially to go with that, and yes.
Yes. I should have played, of course, h5 because here I thought h5, g5. Okay, it's better for white, but I thought knight g3, and then I was so surprised by the move rook a7 because how does it help black? I'm not so sure. And then I played g5 because I thought anyway h5 coming next, so it doesn't matter so much. And after f5, obviously this is just completely lost position for black already. Knight cannot move. The bishop is bad. And in this position, yeah, I hurried with a move knight f6. I should not have done it.
We were looking at that position, and you know what we thought? Maybe you need to go h5 if b4 to go queen a1, just and then knight f6 ideas with some h6 opportunities and so on. And actually, during the stream, we were preparing this rook g1, knight f6 ourselves as well. So it's time to strike.
It looks nice, but actually not so impressive. Knight to g5 is normal. Maybe rook e4 have been better. Somehow I should be winning, just I couldn't find the way to win. Something should win. But okay, still position of white is nice. This is strange, queen d4, because c5 pawn is getting lost. I guess bishop f5 was the move for black. But as well here, I thought that I should get somehow to the black king. I was not sure how, but maybe just a simple knight d4, take and just take it, because here is like...
How does he protect it, though? If he goes for something like king f7, regardless, rook f4 will be there with queen g7, rook e1, I think.
Probably.
So that should be good enough. So yes, that looks good. Looks good.
No, because also I might get the queen, yeah?
Yes.
Into the mating attack
yes,
next.
Yes.
Okay, queen d4 and king e6, because there's as well somewhere knight to d6 option I took. And yes, this endgame should be close to winning, I guess. b4, of course, not the best.
We were looking for the checkmate here already at this point somewhere.
Yes.
It was like it was time.
I should be able to give a checkmate, but I didn't see. I thought that rook g5 should be good enough. And yeah, in case black stakes, I wanted to take, and this is completely winning rook endgame. So
it was a very nice one, and rook c5 there. For a second, we got excited because we thought here in this position, rook d5, knight b5 was doing it.
Yeah,
but then I was like, king escape, so rook c5 is a classy move, and that's it.
This is
brilliant game indeed.
I don't know. I would not call it brilliant, but not so bad. So the next game, this was a horrible game. Yeah, I felt ashamed to win this game because this is all still theory, and the king h8. Of course, bishop f6 to defend from the move, knight, bishop a4. And actually, after bishop a4, there is no way to defend the knight, no?
Yes, we were thinking about it, exactly. And we couldn't figure out what to do there at all.
Yeah, I also wondered, where to go with the knight from c6. There are no squares left. No idea how to escape. First, I thought I'm gonna take on c4, but then still d takes c4, and
there's still nothing. Knight a5, bishop d7, and then maybe knight c4, but it's still
I should have gone like that. But
I should
have played this.
Yes. This should be better.
Yes, this is a better version. So let's say he takes, or I don't know if he needs to keep the bishop or the knight. Difficult to say, but I believe that it's very bad. But here I have some chances because the bishop is just unpleasantly bad placed on a4. So some chances for black just to play on. What I did is, obviously, I also missed the move knight c6. Because after
yes, this we saw, yes, knight b8, and we're quite worried.
This is over, yeah. Completely lost, but somehow he gave me a pawn for nothing. Maybe he thought he can play like queen g5, but there is bishop h2, so Of course, black is completely lost. Just
But here,
managed
right
to
after you took on b2, we thought that, okay, well, there might be a
much better
comeback.
than before.
Yes, definitely.
Much better than before, but still, it should be completely lost, objectively speaking. Now I get the next pawn, so my chances getting better. And
I think at this point you're doing fine already. We thought after queen a2. Okay, exchange I understand, but this bishop is really good on c3 as well. You know, and
bishop, yeah.
after rook d7, here, you know, the calculation was like, how about just taking on c2 as well? Because there is
probably
as well, and then some like pawn push and so on was in our radar as well there.
Yes, maybe I should have just taken. Yeah, maybe, yeah, this would be better. Why I didn't take with me?
It's just the tension already rising up there because it covers the h7, so no mate, and we're fine. And this bishop is so good, by the way, though. Like, it covers a lot of stuff. Strong, there. Yeah.
Queen f7, maybe he could have gone here, yeah? On c5.
On c5, yes, probably, and he needs to continue from there.
Now c5, the pawns are moving,
and here already.
Just a blunder, yes, this is
bishop e5. Here.
Black is better for the first time.
We were rooting for queen centralization for quite some time, going back, and here we are.
Yes, a 5 pawn under attack.
It was a nice resource, this queen f4, queen f5, and it's finished.
Okay, of course, quite lucky because position been obviously completely lost, but okay, blitz game is a blitz game, so let's go to the next one. Yes, this game one was really
really
horrible. No, but okay, objectively speaking, this should be bad for black, but it's a fight. And yeah, played g4. I think not the best move ever, but it's a fight. So I just didn't want him to go g4 next. This is why I played the move g4. I thought after g4, I have to go back, the knight g6, but the h4 is coming. So I felt like I'm not gonna survive, most probably. So I played the move g4 and queen h4, maybe not the best. I should have played maybe instantly something like a5 and then bishop a6. Maybe he can take and do something, but maybe not. So not sure, because I have this queen h4 somewhere. So
you know what worries me is that, let's say if a5, queen g4, bishop a6, there's this knight g7, bishop h6, which is quite annoying.
Yes, you're right.
Yes. So queen h4, when we were looking at it, it looked looked good. I think it was. And knight f4. Tell us about knight f4 compared to knight g7, let's say.
No, but not sure that knight g7 is the best, because king g7, and now it's the question what you're gonna do next.
Maybe knight d3 ideas, etc. But there's knight d4 as well. Try to take. Yes.
It's more complex than it looks like, I think. It looks like white should be much better, but maybe it's not that easy. And the idea is that I have this bad bishop. So knight f4 been not bad because there is g3 coming. Actually, I thought he should play the move g3. So I done a5 because I saw no way to defend against g3. That's why a5. But now instead of bishop e3, I think g3. This should be the move for white, and most probably I have to go like queen e7 or something, and white can take on g4. I've been afraid of that. I thought maybe king h7, rook g8. Okay, it's a bad position most probably for black, but I have some chances, yeah, because
yes.
It's still tricky.
You could go for bishop a6 maybe right away. Does it not work this time? Because if knight h5, knight g7 is not the same. We have the queen on e7, so we can protect it with f6 or f5 at the end. So let's say bishop f1, knight g7, bishop h6.
First. You might take first.
And we cannot pull off f6, or is it too heavy?
Maybe bishop
on
h3. I don't know.
Bishop h3 is a nice one. Okay, we might get away with it.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe black can defend, actually, yes. Yes, maybe it's possible to defend. But okay, let's say I take, by feeling it's a fight, yeah, of course, but should be objectively quite bad for black, but it's a fight. Just knight f3 followed by queen h3. Okay, it's a bad position for black, but it's a fight. Fighting bad.
Yes.
That's all right. Fighting bad is okay. So bishop e3, I don't think it is the best, so I just put the rook to the file, and after queen to d2, I saw this move c5. It looks very nice, no? I mean, because
we
more
liked
d
it a
takes
lot,
c5, d4.
actually, on the stream.
Yes,
we were like very impressed by this move. I think this moment is going to get clipped. There is a big opportunity for that.
So take, not sure that I should take, just I have this g3 in mind all the time, so I don't know why white did not playing the move g3, but g3 is really dangerous, so I took and played rook c8, b3. I think he missed bishop takes e5, but there is this knight d7.
Yes.
And
how did he see this rook g4? Did he actually calculate it coming?
I don't think so. It was more, I think, of a luck that I cannot play rook b7 because of rook g4. Yeah, this is nice. This is a nice win for white. Yeah, very beautiful.
Yes, it was like really impressive what he did.
I should, of course, not take. Yeah, I mean, I should not take on e5, so I should have played like a solid move like rook c7.
And continue from there. Yes, probably is
looks
preferable.
better for black, I think.
Rook takes c5 is too much, right?
Very unclear move, I think, because king is a little weak. I don't know who's better here. Queen a5 as well as possible.
d4 as well. No, not. It's too much.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's like big fight.
Tricky there. Yes.
Very, very big fight. Yeah. So this, of course, I did not do so well. I guess this position should be approximately equal.
The question was, why did he not take on a5? We were looking at that.
In this position, yeah, of course, yeah. Queen a5 would be much better. Yeah. I wanted to go rook c8. I want to
and queen coming back, something like that.
D2, yes,
perhaps. Okay, it's a fight there actually, because you can bring the queen back and go queen e7, queen a3 ideas. It's still still a game there. Okay.
But it's a bad position. Yeah, it's a bad position. But what could I do here?
No, this rook g4 was such a weird. It came out of nowhere, really. Like,
yeah, this was looking bad. All right. So yes, and then
h5, h4, very nice sequence.
I think I should just play rook c8 and make a draw. I didn't want.
We looked at that. We looked at that too. Yes.
Yeah, and then this is a complete mess with very little time on the clock, and I missed queen f4. I thought
queen f4. Yes.
This is completely.
And he didn't take the rook here.
He didn't take the rook. Yeah. If he would take the rook, I just resign. So d5, strange move. I defend. Now I have the opportunity of playing rook h8. King f2. I have no idea why I don't play queen h1 just with a mate. So very little
time. Yes.
Very little time. Yeah.
Three moves. No idea. Literally. At this point.
I just moved something completely random. As you can see, I'm very slow. Like it takes me 1 second to play something, and here by accident I started to play faster.
Yes.
I think in case he would do like queen e3, I just resign. Yeah.
And here we were thinking about pre-moving queen g7 as well.
Yes,
just it's important to throw it away.
Do that, yeah. Okay, very, very lucky, actually, to win. All right, so let's play some more games, no?
Yes, indeed. Or we are missing one more. Or we can just play. Wait, isn't it this one?
But yes. Okay, it feels a bit boring to analyze, to be honest.
Okay, so let's go for the action.
Let's play some more games, yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Let's maybe play 3 games or 5 games. So let's decide afterwards. Okay, I turn off the...
Go on. Good luck. Keep up the streak. Okay, let's see what happens next. So far, brilliant start. 5 games back to back. A lot of rating in plus. 27 points. Will he manage to get to 2700? Let's see. The game starts with knight f3, d5, g3 setups against Mart 500. Let's see. This setup is slightly better for white just because e4 coming, knight d2, tucking the bishop back, potentially f4 ideas are in the air as well, which is good. 22. Okay, so he wants to play a bit longer game. He will take it, probably tuck the bishop back. 4 e5 ideas is possible. What else? Maybe the knight can try to jump from d2 to c4 perhaps. Is an opportunity too. Rook d1. Okay, so e5 should be considered. It is coming. Maybe right away, but let's say e5. Yes, he does it. If this, perhaps c4, so he can just bolster the pawn with bishop f4 when the time is right. Why not? Let's say if he goes for bishop f4, but there is queen c7 with the idea of bishop takes c5. What is he going to do? Let's see. a4 to go with a5. Probably black will respond with that. Because in case of capturing, a5 will just damage the structure really badly. a5. Okay, some tricks. Maybe there is bishop e3 at this point. Possible. Is this pawn really going to drop though? Bishop f4 comes here. And what? Rook e1, maybe just temporary defense. Because bishop e5 is not messing around over there. But actually bishop e5 is not a threat because of c5. No, there is knight d5. Just rook e1. Yes, we have it on the board. Very good. And now it's time to bring the piece in action. Knight c5. Okay, knight c3. Knight b3 is not going to do anything. We activated there. Knight d3 is coming. So what are we going to do? Maybe push the pawns forward, h4, h5. Or is there this kind of move like getting the bishop? Knight e4. Wait, if you can do that, why not? It's knight jumping to c5 now. Such a tricky knight. He has got queen e3, perhaps just prophylactical move. And that's it, leave it there. Or no, he goes for the attack right away. Knight c5 should be played on the board. Moving the queen, maybe knight d3 to get this dark squared bishop. Make sure that it will be a solid structure for black. Okay, any sacrifices perhaps? Or there is no good way. Okay, takes it. And the queen or pawn takes? Pawn takes. So h5. h5 from black. Maybe we might have some sacrifice on the board. But is it really happening? Queen c5. No, it doesn't quite work. Bishop f8 is there. Rook e1. Perhaps king h2. Queen e7. This pawn is too annoying. It's gonna get captured. But f5. Nice counterplay. Perhaps e6 as well. If queen takes, something is getting really messed up in black's camp. So probably black will try to trade off the queens with queen e6. Takes, rook e6. Which actually keeps the chances available. Bishop d4. Okay, we attack this. This just looks terrible, actually. I think it was a big blunder, bishop d4. Now these rooks are getting so active. It's something. E takes it. Well, what? Just trade off everything and win the bishop. Okay, even that it works out well. That's it. You see the pressure and the tension. This f5, e6 messed up everything black's camp. This position is pretty much resignable and not much to say. Just activates the king. And that should be it. What else? I think it's just finished. He will gather the pieces together. Somehow now it's important to activate the bishop. Yes, bishop e2. Maybe let's wait where the queen goes. Is it not some checkmate ideas right there? Okay, queens are getting exchanged and this game is over. He's low on time, but he got this. Okay, let's see. Nice victory. Check out the next one. Is he playing with the black? Yes. So, Sam F64 from UK and has quite high rating in bullet. C4, knight f6. Knight f3, we have got English opening with King's Indian structures. D6, knight e7, he pre-moved already, and e5. Black is going for the attack on the king side with the move like rook e8, knight h5, f5 ideas, while white is trying to go for the quick attack on the queen side. a5, just in case if a3, b4, that we can trade it off and the rook will be opened on this file, tucking the knight back. At some point, he might think about throwing e4 somewhere as well. Let's see, 96 first. This is double-edged, perhaps just to trade it off and just leave it there. And something in the center, perhaps either knight d4 or e4. Ladies and gentlemen, give it a like to the live stream. It helps the algorithm to get discovered. In the beginning, we will have some tough time getting the audience, but help us. Don't forget to subscribe as well. We will have a lot of interesting, entertaining, and educational content coming up as well. So c6, b5. Okay, what's going on now? d5 right away. Pawn takes, he's maintaining the center. And e4 when the time is right. Queen a8. What is that, though? I don't know, like say d4, pawn takes. And where is he going? I'm not sure, actually. Queen a8. Is it looking like a good option at the end of the day? I don't know. Bishop h3 will trade off the pieces. I'm not sure about the ending, though. It looks quite equal. Was there no other better option? Let's say moving the queen away somewhere to go with bishop h3 perhaps was possible. But okay, this is already the past. Rook goes here, maybe d4 again. And again, I'm thinking about that move, but it doesn't seem to work that easily. e4 is another opportunity as well. But it's better to not mess up with the back rank. So h5 makes sense. Okay, d4 is the next move coming up. Somewhere, or e4 is an idea as well if pawn takes and then knight takes e4, because we're attacking this bishop as well at the same time. How is white going to handle it? Let's see. If d4 from there, if rook a5 is a move, maybe. Okay, he just really wants to trade off everything. Bishop e6. This is a Wii chess move. Don't forget, you have an opportunity to put the light squared bishop on e6. You must go for it. Knight goes on d7. He tries to go on this direction. Rook a5. Rook b8 is a good one. This bishop is unguarded. And the rook b1 ideas will be in the air as well. How is white going to handle it, by the way? Bishop c3, there is a check and it's going to be made. It doesn't quite work. Rook a2 finally will lead to that. If we activate this one, it's not going to do much, right? There was bishop d5. Let's say takes. And this bishop was well guarded, surprisingly. But we go there, we attack the knight on e2. If f3, just coming back. That's a classy approach. If rook takes d5, bishop e2, rook d7, rook b1 ideas, maybe, but knight goes on c3. Is it the right time to push it? No. He goes for the setup. Actually, was d4... might have been the crashing move. I'm not sure, but okay, let's see. Finally, we have the move d4 on the board. Where's the knight going now? Doesn't look so easy for white to find the way. There are some kind of rook c2 ideas, knight e5, knight d3 coming. Position looked equalish, but it's not at all. Everything is still on the board. Maybe rook c2. If rook a8, we're just going to play either knight f8. Actually, going there doesn't work because of knight g5. This move is a must, it seems. What else? Because if this is not going to work out. Bishop f8 is another opportunity, but that might not be the best as well. Or it is. Hang on, let's see. So if bishop takes, check is there, this, and maybe rook d1 and bishop e3. Hang on, after bishop f8, bishop a3, rook a2. Is there rook a2? If takes, we take it back. Bishop a3 wouldn't work. King g7, he just wants to trade it off and get rid of the pressure. But there already comes this h3, I think, and white. But okay, look at white's time. Just 15 seconds. There is no way he's surviving from there. He just goes for some tricks. By the way, I think it's just possible to take it, but there's knight d6 going after that. So black just needs to coordinate the piece as well. Perhaps knight e6, knight d6. And even the rook c7 should be good enough. Opponent has 12 seconds. Just pre-move at this point. And no need to bother about anything. 10 seconds. Impossible to survive here. It's time to knock it off, put it back, trade it off, and yes. And to not bother anything. Even knight f8 should be good enough. Okay, this just looks like it's finished. d3 is under attack. Going for it, or is there a knight g5? Even this is fine. I believe it should be good, but king g7 is a classy approach. Just protect it, take on d3, and the game is finished. Wow, what a win. It was a nice one indeed. Is there any chance for white with 1 second? No, only if Arkady just disconnects from here. That's the best shot what white has got at this point. He's super fast though, but that's it. Brilliant victory. Again, how many games winning streak? 7 out of 7, plus 35. Another game against 2600 rated player, Alphonse Rojas. He's quite good in bullet, 28, a 55, and Blitz 2600. Let's have a look. So we have Sicilian. It seems like Rossolimo is in action every single time with a b3 this time. Let's have a look what happens next. Bishop a3. Wow, that's something interesting. He really wants to trade off the dark squared bishop and not let our opponent to make a castle. That's very interesting one. Usually people will be developing it on b2 and they would just try to make a castle later, but Arkady chose a different approach. Let's go for it. So bishop f8, and when the king takes, maybe even queen d4, and black lost the right to make a castle. e5, what's there? If you take it, there is queen a5, not able to take it. Maybe queen d6 check goes there, and just park the queen on c7, which is extremely annoying as well. Queen c3 looks good too. Maneuvering the knight on d2, c4, long castle ideas, d6, e5 under attack both, h4, h5 ideas too. Well, that actually looks quite rough for black to play, not gonna lie. So, give it a thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go up to 10 likes, support us. It helps the algorithm a lot, and in general, if you like this kind of streams, just do that. It's a test version. We're trying to do the commentaries of each other's games. This time Arkady is playing, another time I'll be playing, so let's see how it goes. It's something new. We would like to implement it. d5, isn't it too much though? Just take on c6? Yes, here we go. Like, it's not like just your opponent taking on c6 and you can just get away with everything. No, this is not happening. We're attacking the bishop plus the pawn on d5. What is black gonna do? Bishop e2. Okay, rook c8 might be there. Even white might consider giving up an exchange just because the activity is tremendous. But it might not be mandatory at all. Depends. 50-50. Let's have a look what he's going to choose. Probably he's really looking at, do I really need to play with this exchange? Should I really give it up? But on the other hand, if he's going to take on d5, here we go. He sacrifices knight c4, coming to d6 square very soon. And d4. Okay, he really wants to lock up everything. But how about the c3 though? We would love to open it up. The rook will spring into life. Yes, indeed. c3, rook c8, queen e6, c takes d4 is coming on the way. Rook stands well along the d file. Maybe king b1 or king b2 at some point, and white is doing great. So what is black going to do right now? I don't know, actually. D takes e3, maybe knight f4. Yes, it is on the board. Queen here. Oh, knight e2. Knight e2. That's a tough move to see, but there still will be some opportunities, I believe. Maybe king coming here, captures, and king c2 is fine, so knight takes it, and rook d3. Was there no sacrifices? Maybe, I'm not sure. Knight e4, okay, something should be happening here. Knight e5, and there is rook f3 next. Knight e5 was the move, right? Yes, there was, if takes it here, but there was knight f6. That's the annoying part. Okay, so what's going on here? Knight c5, maybe. Tactics. Rook goes down. A little bit unpleasant move, but there was not much to be done there. So rook goes on d2. What's next? Knight d4, knight e5. All these ideas are on display. Is black going to handle this position well? It's very unclear. Let's check it out. Queen c7. He really wants to make a trade, it seems. Is so motivated to do that. Queen a3, of course, white keeps the pieces on the board. The game goes on. King f7. Is rook a8 coming? Yes, to some degree. Oh, rook a8 is annoying. But there is knight e5, f takes c5, and queen c5. So we're back in action. It's very important to highlight it, because after that there was knight e5 and capturing here. Now white brings the queen on b3, saying hi to this king, which is not bad at all. And to some degree, knight d6, knight e5 ideas will be in the air as well. Okay, queen b8. What is next? So let's say tucking the king back. Now there are too many threats on the board. Position is super complex. What is black going to do? 96. Can we take on e5 and go there? No, actually b5, 96 in any case, right? But oh no, actually queen was taking it, or rook takes it, and rook c8, queen c8, and there was rook c1 at the end of the line. So we're getting into bullet territory, and black actually is really good at bullet. 2800 is not a joke when it comes to bullet chess. So let's see how Arkady manages to fight against it. b6, b7, pawn is running down the board as quick as possible. Let's see if something is going to happen. Knight d6, that's it. Captures, we can tuck it back the knight, or even with the rook, it's absolutely fine. Okay, we have a big hope of this pawn. Queen should not get the access to anywhere, but okay, this check I don't think is going to change much. King h3, okay, there will be this. There was queen d7, queen e6, check in any case, maybe push the pawn. Is there a mate? No, there is not mate. Queen a4, we go back, check. This queen is super tricky though, but they are so low on time, just 5 seconds. Arkady just needs to rush. Go king c4, king c3, promote immediately. Hurry up, pre-moves. It's important, king tucks back, but black is so good at bullet chess, he's really gonna, okay, perfect, knight takes, and now nothing is going to save him. Just Arkady, rush the process, please. Check or something. Very good. Queen e4. Trademark move. Now we are talking. Excellent streak. How many games back to back though? He's on fire, definitely. Another game starts. Let's see. Gerial has some ninja emoji. Let's see if it helps him at the end of the day. We have got, what is that? d4, queen takes d4. Extremely rare variation. But actually, it's not that bad either. Just e6, bishop b4, or knight b4 ideas will be in there. Actually, did you notice that Arkady started to play fast? Already queen e4 was such a classy move there. He knew that his opponent wouldn't be prepared. So this is really fascinating. Castle, knight g4, knight d4. All these moves are in there maybe. Or it's not actually happening at the moment. But he can try to prepare it. a6, b5. Bishop comes to b7. Why not bishop b3? Just takes. Perhaps b5, bishop b7 is not too bad at this point. Or knight e5 and tuck the queen on e5 with the d6 intentions too. Not bad. Rook d8. Is he planning to go for d5? Maybe he is. No, d6 and then knight e5 ideas. Not right away. It's not going to work because there is e5. So b5, bishop b7 first, and then. Nice win streak so far. Yes, indeed. Like, how many games did he win though? What did we say? 8? Or how many was it? Let me just check it out real quick. Let's see. It is 8 games so far, and a couple of them were against grandmasters as well. Queen e7. Okay, what's going on now? Rook c8, threatening to grab the knight on c3. Bishop e4, ideas, everything. Okay, queen h4, h6. If rook takes f6, we're gonna take it. Queen h3. Maybe knight c4, perhaps, at some point. Because we really want to get rid of, here we go, on the board. Takes, and there is the pawn hanging badly on e4. So let's see what white has got. Is there anything? e5, there is knight jumping on f5, but then he can move the queen maybe. Or it's not working. Is it worth it to go for a sacrifice and just grab there, followed by knight e4? Actually, it might be fine as well, but he did not risk it. It was not necessary. Or maybe now it's time to take it. This move is screaming. In Sicilian, rook takes c3, knight e4 is very, very common. Guys, let me know if you like the commentary actually at the same time, or you prefer the same person to be doing the commentary, whoever is playing. Just let me know in the comments. Your feedback is important to us. Knight f3, rook g6. Okay, it's such a weird way to bring the knight back to d2 to defend it. But okay, Arkady is breaking the rules of the gravity, bringing the rook all the way, knight g4, knight e5 ideas. Okay, this diagonal got so weakened, therefore it's time to break through. g3 is such a sad necessity, but here we go. It's better to have the main player focusing the only game and the extra commentator focusing on making it as entertaining as possible. I'm not really good at it, but I'm really trying my best. Thank you for the feedback. So rook f5, What's next? Okay, e4 pawn is forever protected, so it's all good. How did the rook end up on g6? Don't ask this kind of questions. It's super complex. And what's going on now? Knight d4, maybe g6. I don't want the rook to get trapped. We have the way. Knight is well located there, but there should be some ways to break through maybe. So thank you, Duke. Knight f3 takes. Okay, knight f3 was a classic. Wait a moment, what is that? Is there no breakthrough? Bishop c8 to go with g5 next. Captures takes. That was a classy option. Okay, but there's g5 in any case, right? That should not be okay for white. Impossible. Knight d5. What's going on? Bishop b7 regardless? No. Queen e5 is also a move. Just sidestepping from all the threats. Yes, very good. Arkady is getting low on time. It's very important to focus and make the moves fast. What is the catch? Such a weird moves. White is finding it. Wow. Okay, bishop b7, e4. What's going on? Takes it. Got that. Oh. That was painful. Maybe king can come up and some kind of check, or it's not really working. Can he take it and push the pawn forward? Take and push the pawn forward. No, it wasn't working. It was a painful defeat. Such a tricky player. What did he find though? Going for king g4. Wow.
So, Georgi.
Oh, this king g4 trapping it. Are you serious?
No, this was amazing, yeah. No, but actually, I think the last guy been, I think, by far the weakest of all I played.
Yes, but it was really good one. We can do the quick review of the last one, Arkady, and it's better to get back in the action, actually.
Okay.
If you'd like to the review, let's do it.
Okay, let's review the last, yeah, just for fun.
Yes, just for fun. Because people are tuning in, they're just checking out the games. It's going really great. Okay, here we go. Let's check it out, what happened. Because what is this king g4? Like, how did it come from his mind? Damn it.
No, but I think, which game it is? It is the last? Or...
Last one.
Last one.
Yes.
Okay. So let's check very briefly. I mean, obviously, queen d4 to play Sicilian with a tempo down is a bit strange decision. Okay, but position is normal. So bishop e3, very bad move positionally. Bishop belongs to g5. So in general, you don't want to change your dark square bishop so early. But fe. Georgi, what do you say about
I have no idea. Actually, we were so impressed by that during the stream.
Something, I mean...
By the way, someone mentioned in chat, actually here, that his opponent, so your opponent has a brand new account, just in case. And it's possible that...
It's a brand new account, but I think it's approximately strength of somebody of 1700, 1800.
But when the time is right, queen d4 and king f3, king g4 was on display later on.
No, but later, but okay, obviously for the moment we're playing a person who is 1700, something like that, because obviously it's just...
We were waiting for rook takes c3 for the content here, Arkady. Here,
rook takes c3,
yes,
yeah, of course.
For the content, course, I was like, that's it, we are going to see it.
No, okay, of course I could have taken, but I decided that, okay, this should be good enough. Also g3.
Someone was about to ask, how the hell did the rooks end up on the g files? Also, it was like...
Fully transported.
Oh, like, against all the gravity rules there, so... Amazing. g3 was like... Impressive. Impressive move.
So, okay, obviously... completely winning, and here rook f5 is not the best. Yeah, here something happened. Well, I don't know. I think, okay, it doesn't really matter because it's still obviously completely over.
But what kind of moves did he pull off at the end? though. Are you
No, but
serious?
I thought at some moment, yeah, I should be winning like in a couple of moves, but I played way too slow because I didn't pay attention very much to the game any longer. I mean, when you play a guy who plays like that, it's difficult to stay focused. Of course, I
Yes.
can go like knight c4 and basically white resigns. Two more pawns are falling,
Yes,
and here I
it's
started
just
to play
really.
so bad. I missed, of course, no, but this position must be winning. Still
Of
should
course.
be somewhere
Of
in
course.
g5, but I completely missed knight d5. This is number one. And now instead of going like bishop b7, still probably a winning position for black or next to winning, but I think it's just winning because what you're gonna do after bishop b7?
Yes, we
Rook.
looked at that. Yes. And I think on rook f5, do we have the g4? I
G4,
think g4 is there. Yes, yes.
Yes,
That
and this is
works.
looking like good position. But okay, I completely missed queen d4, so here I start to miss every move I play, and of course king g4 as well. Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
still gh, and I don't
Oh,
know.
wait, wait, Arkady. It's an important moment. Your opponent just got banned.
He got banned.
Yes, look at the message on Leeches, the last notification. He got banned.
He lost rating points to someone who violated
Yes.
to the leeches.
And he only lost against one person. He got banned.
Well, this is
Live.
strange because why to ban this guy? But maybe because he
No,
played,
no,
he
they,
really
they do
should
it
not
on
be banned.
purpose. No, they actually do it on purpose, Arkady. They play
Okay.
some dubious openings to drop the accuracy of the game. That at the end,
Okay.
if you click the analysis, it shows that it's not 100% or something like that. And whenever,
very
come
true.
on, are you serious? Like queen d4 and everything is coming. We have also the chat here mentioning that this variation is underrated. They say that with the white pieces. Have you tried it with the white pieces, this queen d4?
This is not the best. I would not advise you to play because this variation is not so bad in case you go c3, but queen to d4 is really not the best because, for example, in this game, queen c7 is just play for some fun. I can go d5, obviously. Yeah.
And here I have a quick story which I need to mention it since we're talking about this cheating thing. I'll tell you. Back in the day when I used to do the streams, I played against someone which I was playing a rapid games actually, and he cheated against me for sure. I played like 150 moves, and at the end I won with king, bishop, and pawn versus king and rook. He played carelessly. He wanted to flag me, or the game took 4 hours in total. We played so long game, and that was the only game he lost because he played careless. It took me a while to convert king and queen versus king and rook end game against an engine, but finally managed to do that. And I'll tell you what happened next. So I won the game. It went on. He continued playing the games. He won all the others, and I'm sending to Leeches a report and telling them that I want to report this person. He was cheating for sure, but I beat him.
Sure, yeah.
And probably in Leeches administration, they were like, just a moment. You are reporting a person for cheating and you managed to beat this player. Probably someone had a lot of fun. Yeah. Then this guy got banned. That was the only game he has ever lost. There was another one because he got disconnected. And he was tagging me on all forums everywhere because his account was banned, saying that I was also cheating against him because it was impossible to win the games and so on. So it actually happened, that story. So kudos to Leeches administration for that, for making the right decision. And they didn't think that I had some issues actually when I was saying that I won the game against a cheater and I wanted this cheater to be banned as well. So that was quite a story there happening.
No, but I think, Georgi, now there are a lot of these things. I tell you a real story which happened to me. So 5 years ago when I've been streaming a little bit, for a couple of months, I think, at some moment I gave a simul online on 10 against 10 subscribers that I had, and I think 2 or 3 of these 10 get banned after the simul with me. I was completely shocked. It's like, can you imagine? to get banned after a Simo against a Grandmaster.
Unbelievable.
Incredible things.
Immediately.
I don't understand these things, to be honest, because what's the point? You cheat, so what? You win, so what? Nobody cares about the online Blitz. We play for fun, just to enjoy.
So kids who are watching it,
that.
don't cheat. No need
This
to.
is crazy. This is absolutely insane, because why to do that? There is like no point, no point in that. And after you get banned, you feel so disgusting, I guess. How to feel. Okay, Georgi, let's play a couple of more games.
Let's get back. Let's get back. Guys,
get
whoever
back.
are
So
watching, give it a thumbs
turn
up,
off.
subscribe. We have some viewers already tuning in. And let's see. Let's continue the legacy of Wii chess. Here we go. Let's see. Arkady can no longer hear us. Let's check it out if he started playing the games. Who is the next victim? Yeah, this is just funny though. This person got banned, like unbelievable. What was he doing even? Like this queen d4 and king f3 g4 came out of nowhere, which is really crazy though. Like, don't cheat, kids. Don't cheat. Okay, the next game coming up against a Spieler, a person which has 25-16, and in Blitz, in Bullet, 26-78. We have got, what is this? So we have got the Queen's Gambit with Knight bd7. It's kind of the version of, I can't recall exactly how is it called, this Queen a5, Knight bd7 variation, but let's just move on. It'll take me some time to recall it. Let's see the win streak continue. Loss against cheater doesn't count. So we did not lose, right? Actually, officially, it doesn't count as defeat, right? I think. Especially the rating points are back. So it's the winning streak so far. So knight d4, bishop f6. That's a good option. Actually, black has an isolated pawn, but there is a big pressure along this diagonal as well. Let's see after rook c1, bishop e7. Potentially rook c8 and queen d7 perhaps wants to activate the pieces later as well. What is there? Let's say, what is he going to do? It's not so easy, actually. If you take it on e4, black can even capture with. Okay, but that actually creates the weakness on e3. So knight d6, perhaps going for rook e8 on the next move. Let's see what he's going to do. Rook c8, rook e8 should be on display, maintaining pressure on the main weakness. He goes for b4 right away. Okay, so kicking the knight out, rook e8, maybe knight b5, knight c3 ideas might be on display. Knight f4. Okay, so what is next? Bishop e5. Queen d2, there should be some tricks. Actually, bishop f4, e takes f4 is an interesting approach in the situations to see what happens next. But queen f6, wow. These knights look quite good for white, but they're both under attack. Hopefully something we can pull it off. Knight e6. All right, so if knight e6, f takes e6, that should be, oh, f4. That's a little bit unpleasant to say that he didn't do that. That's good. Rook takes, maybe rook c1 he's planning to... No, he went for it, finally. Is there a knight e4 or just capturing on d4 was mandatory? Bishop takes back, and what's next? Like knight e4, queen b4 is there. But it's such an unfortunate turnaround. The white has got that. What else is there? Queen f7 takes maybe knight f5 or knight e4. It's gonna be some grind there to hold it, but it's a blitz game. Let's not forget about it. Anything can happen. Bishop d3, a5. What's the idea? If takes it, we're gonna take on d4, followed by queen f4. Looks good. Queen tucks back on d2. Maybe takes is a possibility. Okay, what's next? Maybe rook a8, a4 ideas are also in the air. What else is possible? Rook c6. All right, so rook c1 trades, it's not as comfortable, but is there any other choice? Let's say queen c7 is possible. If takes it, we take it back with the bishop. Queen f6, attacking the pawn on d4. That's a really good one. That might be the turn point, because we're going to take in queen d4, and all of a sudden, black is back in the game. So captures, what is there? Maybe at some point h6 or something. Is it necessary? Might not be, by the way. let's say the king is so badly placed. This is not a real threat. Maybe queen b6, d4 idea might be there too. Let's see what he will decide. And he can just play the move like h6 or h5 just to have a piece in his mind that there is nothing coming after the king later. Queen b6 attacking the bishop. Maybe bishop a6 will be coming. a4 ideas are also there. Yeah, it's not so easy actually, guys. This position is quite tricky indeed. Bishop a6. If takes it, we're going to take it back with the queen, and a4 is coming. What else? d4 is also there. Queen ending is not so simple for white because the d passer is not too bad. King comes up, but there is queen c7. Queen c7 might just make a draw. That's very unpleasant because queen b6. Arkady low on time. It's time some kind of h6. No checks allowed. There was f5. Okay, what's going on here? Maybe h6, f5, king f7. This pawn ending is probably okay for him, but d4. What a move. What a move. If queen takes here, just tuck the king back. We couldn't take it because it's a checkmate on the board. If queen takes, let's say takes, captures, and he brings the king up. He has got the same endgame, but with a little bit of difference. a3, maybe a4. Okay, that's a good idea to bring the king in, and very important as well. It might get the victory. Such a nice looking move, actually. And white has played this a3 because king c5, king b4 was coming, and the d pawn is crashing through, let's say a5, d3, a6, d2, a7. And he promotes there, but white also promotes. What's next? Queen d4, queen e4. Oh, he missed it. Very good. Checks. Some perpetual, maybe. Let's give it a try. Some perpetual. Should be queen d2, queen h4. He's looking for the tricks. He really wants the king to go down. He captures, but he's so low on time. Arkady, hurry up. Some checks, activating the queen. Now we need the bullet skills. Just kind of pre-move the moves. Queen e1. Yes! Such a nice trick. Grabbing the queen on spot. Nice one. This is the highlight. This is how we play chess. He mentioned that in bullet, he wasn't doing well, but look at that. Queen e1. Dirty trick indeed. Against international master Kaputsemu 3000. This gentleman has in bullet, which is crazy. So we have got the English. Let's see how it goes. d3, I guess. f4 ideas to go for the attack. I believe white is just better in these occasions. F4, f5 ideas, just throwing the pawns. But queen e1, did you see that? That's why we love Blitz. Such a tricky option. He saw that on time he was probably going to lose. His opponent pre-moved and he punished him. h4, g5. I think he's just going to take all the victories today, though. He's definitely on fire. b5, this pawn is gone, I think. C takes b5 and queen b3 is an idea, but no, he goes with g5. He wants to deliver the checkmate. Who cares about the pawn? Goes for queen h5 ideas maybe, or knight h5. Attacking the king. Takes it, knight h5, queen g4, f6. That's going to be an interesting one. The rook takes it. We go bishop g5, knight h5. Something is coming. Chess is live. You absolutely got this. Guys, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe the channel. Help us reach the 100 subscribers as soon as possible. And we will be giving you some entertaining content coming up in the future. Queen h5. What's going on? Queen g4, knight h5 is an idea. You can try to lift the rook up as well. We have got a FIDE master, which is spectating this game as well. So what's up here? Queen h5, knight c6, something on the file. Maybe tucking the king here or there. Actually on h3 probably is also fine. Queen e2. He doesn't want to do it anymore because he doesn't want to give the counterplay. Why? Just bring the king up. Knight h5 coming. Just trade it off. Bring another rook and go for queen g4. We're going for the checkmate immediately. No questions asked. What is black going to do right now? Very unclear. And let's say what? Knight e7, queen h5. Queen h5 looks okay. Knight h5 also looks quite fancy. And knight f5. Did it move? No, it's not. Rook g8 takes, and queen g4 is there. Wait a moment. Isn't there some mating net already? Some queen g4 idea? No, knight h6. Wait a moment. Something. Bishop g7. Is it really too bad activating the queen and rook g1? How is black going to protect the knight and the mate at the same time, though? It's a bishop g7 takes. He goes for it. Yes. Rook g1, queen g4. I'm saying yes, but is it actually good? We will just figure it out right now. So rook g1 and queen g4 is on the way. And can he defend g7, g8 at the same time? Probably not. That's exactly what we are looking for. Let's see. It's really tricky. It's getting exciting. So we need to check it out, how it goes. Maybe the king can take it. Is it possible? I'm not sure. But we'll just figure it out. I'm not sure at the moment. Let's see. So queen goes on c4. Okay, so the queens go trade. Okay, come on. This is just bad already for black. Just move the knight away somewhere on e8. Okay, that's a classy one. Just killing the knight as well. Maybe even rook e1. To not bother anything. Yes, that's a nice one. Just finished. No way to survive at this point. h5, maybe you can try knight c7, it detects this, and knight goes on d5 as well. Why not? Okay, black just sits here without any chance to save this position at this point, so we absolutely got this. So what's next? Nothing, like knight c4, maybe just rook on the other direction, or just push the pawn forward. Knights are very tricky though, you should always be cautious, because they can create a lot of counterplay, and in a very weird occasions as well. So we need to make sure that we keep going and attacking in this situation. King f2, and black resigned. Here we are. He was trying to bring the king there as well, and that's it. So unbeaten streak, 11 games back to back. I wouldn't count the one which he lost, it was against the cheater, so that doesn't count. So he's moving to knight f3, g3 territory. And, well, he's definitely on fire. Getting all the points possible. Beautifully attacked that game. Yes, knight h5, bishop h6 was really flawless. d6, c4 ideas. e4 is there. Sorry, d3, e4. So we've got King's Indian with the white pieces. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get to 10 likes? That's going to be kind of our record. And we definitely need to make it work. Give it a thumbs up. Help us get through that step. In the beginning, you know how difficult it is. Just give us the motivation to continue. h3, knight c4, a4 ideas will be on display. Queen b3 hits the pawn and pins the knight. Maybe knight e5, queen d5, bishop d5. Something along these lines will be there. Well, let's have a look. What is black going to do? Knight a5. Okay, expected. Maybe we can just tack the queen back, because there will not be any special tactic. Or queen a4 or queen c2. Any of this. Queen a4 looks a bit more active indeed. Bishop e8 is nothing. We need to real quick have a look at it. Maybe queen e4, queen e2 will be coming back. Knight jumps on c4. We have reached the 10 likes. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. The next goal, what we have, is to reach 100 subscribers. And then we'll just try to do a special stream for that. Maybe playing with the viewers, subscribers, etc. We will plan out what to do next. So rook c8, perhaps knight c4 coming next. Let's say if the knight takes it, we're going to take it back. d4 takes. What, bishop f3, bishop f3. If c takes, there is queen d4 as well. Well, there's a lot of thing going on in the center though. Knight b6 doesn't work. This knight on a5 looks terrible for black. It's a big burden for them that they really need to keep it protected for the whole time. So what is black going to do now? Let's say takes, bishop f3 is there. Otherwise, we are doing absolutely fine. So what else? E takes, c takes. What? Let's say bishop takes it. We're going to take back. You know, opening up the center really works out in white's favor for one simple reason. The king is very exposed and we are going to take this opportunity, no doubt. So what is next? Now we have got c4, c3. What's that? Takes. Really? I don't think so, though. Hang on, that was such a weird shot. takes. Is there any rook e7, queen e7 takes, and there is bishop f3? Wow. Maybe knight b5. He will try to take here. We'll go for the trade and rook e7 at the end. Or g4. Yeah, g4 is a nice one, actually. Not messing around anything. And these two pieces are doing quite badly. Besides, Arkady is doing well on the clock. He's ahead. This is perfect. Let's see. Let's go up to 20 likes, guys. Give it a thumbs up. Help us to reach all the records. It's unbeaten streak for 11 games. Or 10 games, actually. That game doesn't count against the cheater. So, moving on. Takes on h5. Now, rook e7 is a threat. Attacks the knight. Okay, hang on. What's going on now? Rook e7 will not work. Knight jumping back. Maybe rook d4, perhaps. The queen is to go somewhere. Queen c2. Rook d1 maybe, and then use some squares. Yes, we have it on the board. Bishop e5, knight d5. This knight is not going to mess around either. Technical chances. White is down a pawn, but it's extremely double-edged at this point. If rook d4, knight d4, queen c4 is a good opportunity right now. What else is white going to do right now? Nothing. Here we go, taking the pawn. Captures, and the knight is under attack. The knight might jump around somewhere. Maybe queen d6. Wait a moment, there must be something. Knight e3, just keep it simple. Knight f5 is a real threat. c6 knight is hanging. And knight f5 does win the game. Or is it going to be a fortress at some point? Some annoying... Actually, rook d4, knight f5 is also good though, right? Or no, there was not that opportunity. I think knight f5, knight e2 was there. And that was the biggest downside, actually, guys, because after this he needs to move the king away and the rook is hanging. Very tricky, but he needs to play on time. f4. Okay, that's a good one. Good victory. Bishop f4, there's knight d5. Otherwise, the game is over. Excellent performance. So far has played 12 games, back-to-back victories. Amazing performance indeed. Arkady, how does it feel?
Yes.
To get the victories back to back, crushing it.
Very lucky today. Very, very lucky today because some games been not so great, but yeah, today is my lucky day. So
You
going
have
really well regarding the results. Last game actually been very interesting, no?
Yes,
so many
lot
different
of
options.
actions.
A lot of action and so many different options for
He
both
was
sides.
so tricky, by the way. We were thinking a knight f5 would do the job, but then knight e2
Maybe.
coming up out of nowhere and like some crazy options there. Like,
Yeah, maybe let's check together.
Let's have a look at
I
it.
think been really,
Absolutely.
really funny.
Let me real quick copy that in the study. Let's start looking at it. Yes, you're on fire, Arkady. Like, definitely back-to-back victories like that. That's a big one indeed.
Okay, for the moment, we are not yet playing the super strong, so we have to get there to play the good guys.
There we go.
The very good one, yeah. Let's see. So, King's Indian reversed. So now with white, I'm playing the King's Indian and f6. So very safe move for black. And bishop g4 is a bit risky because I think there is this queen b3, queen a4 idea. I think I should have gone without the move h3, in my opinion. Maybe queen b3 straight away.
Possibly, because the bishop would be hanging later, right?
Yes,
something on g4. Yes, probably that would have been a better shot.
Okay.
But I don't think it changes if it changes too much.
Okay, so we have a crazy position here, and because he thought so long about rook c8, that's why I went quickly this move d4. I think objectively speaking, this is not the best. I should just go knight c4. I believe because it feels right. His move is probably knight c6, and we have like a good King's Indian for black. Now I'm white, so should be approximately equal. Something like knight c4, knight e6, and I believe knight h4. So I try to be active. Quite a tricky position. Interesting position. So I play this move d4. Now we have this complete mess c3, strong move. And I saw that he can take, and this was my hope, yeah, to play the move g4. So no idea what is going on here. It's like too complex for me.
G4. Yes, we were looking at all the tactics, have a label there, including this rook e7 inclusion, something, but G4 definitely stands out the most in this situation because we can take on f3 at the end of the day. Let's say bishop takes f3, takes it, and rook e7, queen e7, because this bishop is super good. On f2, not worth it. So we need to look for some other opportunities indeed. G4 was really nice though.
Very,
just
very
ignoring
complex.
everything, taking
no
the
idea
bishop.
Who is better? Rook f4, a6, safe play by black, but I think now I had a feeling that I'm better. Even though I'm pawn down, but knight is out of the game. I have the white squares. The pieces of black are not perfect. What do you think, Georgi? Can I be better here? I had a feeling that I should be.
When I say the pawn standing on f6, I have all the tactics whichever I have solved in my life in front of me. So, yes, indeed.
Yes, it might be better for white. Bishop d6. I just get my last piece back into the game. Also here, so many options, but I decided should be not bad to have the last game and the last piece in the game. And here I have played this queen b3. I was not sure, is f4 actually winning or not? First I thought it's maybe winning, then I thought it's maybe not. So rook d1, take,
and
check
bishop
is
d4.
probably... Can I take it? This is what
take
I
it
wanted
and
to
queen
do first.
c4, right? I believe.
Yes. But then I was not sure because the knight might go somewhere, so I could not
just he can go on c6 probably, and
maybe just knight c6, yeah. And
that's a bit sad, but I think we don't have any good discovery there anymore. So
yes, it seems
made a good decision in the game. Queen b3 was nice.
Okay, just safe move, let's say like that. To take on b7, very good, because now bishop on g2 is a beast. So knight e3 and
here
king h1, just to be sure, yeah.
Yes, knight e2 was such a tricky option on knight f5 though. Was killing everything.
Yes, knight e2. So I have to do something. First I thought, should I include h6 or not? But then I thought, why to include it actually? So king h1, a lot of tricks. Rook b8, queen f7, and queen a7, I think is a nice move, yeah, because so many things are hanging now for black.
And look at the time. By the way, your time management has improved a lot in the last games. You got used to it.
I've been faster. This game I've been faster than usual. So knight is hanging. There is no knight b5, for example, because I take on b8 and then I give a mate on d8. So a lot of tricks with little time on the clock for my opponent. Hard to play here. And we have this mistake because after f4, I'm just winning a clear piece.
Perfect. Bishop f4, just for the viewers. We can take on d4 regardless with the mate or even knight d5. Many things are actually in the air. White should be winning.
Check, I just go back.
Even knight coming back should be good enough because many things are even on f1 actually, just to have this opportunity to grab that guy as maybe g5 perhaps, h6. Okay, maybe some stuff is happening, but at least white has an extra piece.
Piece is a piece, yeah.
Yes,
piece should be enough,
and that should be good enough. So definitely amazing run.
For the moment, yes. So what do we do? Do we play the last three, and that's it for today?
As you wish, up to you. I personally think that this trick should be clipped. That back-to-back victories as one thing, let's say how your opponents are resigning and so on. It was really amazing. However, you feel like you'd like to continue, give it on. If not, we can end it as you wish.
I don't mind at all. By the way, today I was completely shocked that Donchenko did not win the game. I was completely shocked. So maybe let's check the game of Donchenko, because
let's have a look.
Just not to make the stream for too long.
Sure.
I will
I will copy that game in the study. How does that sound?
Yes. I just want to check the end of the game because it's a very long game, but very interesting. When I left today's stream, I thought Donchenko is gonna win like 100%, and in the evening I checked the result. I see draw. I say must be a mistake. How to make a draw there?
The rook ending you have in mind.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Let me copy that real quick. And let's just check it out. Oh, that's a bit weird, actually. Say copy GN and add it into the study.
We got this.
Yes, here we are.
So,
just a moment, I will answer in the chat as well. Beautiful attacks, actually, Arkady, amazing ones. This would make a great video. Yes, Duke, for sure. And it has the only funny moment of a cheater getting instantly banned, actually. That was really nice one. And, you know, we were discussing about it. We had some suspicion. I don't know, maybe our viewers reported, by the way. There is a possibility actually, at the same time. Yes, it can happen.
Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you everyone for it. We didn't report ourselves, but thank you if someone did it. Because usually it doesn't happen that randomly unless it really detected that something was so bad happening there. So yes, they do it on purpose, drop the accuracy in order to get to lower percentages when you click analysis. That's the main thing.
Unbelievable. I mean, how to beat that guy? This is really low. I mean, no, Georgi.
Yes, absolutely.
How low you go that you do this kind of things.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a moment that I saw during the stream today, midday, and look at that, Georgi. To make a draw in this position, and if Donchenko wins, he qualifies for the round 6 of the World Cup. First game, it was a draw. Now Donchenko was black. 2 pawns up, but
okay,
how
well,
not to win that?
Should be over.
How not to win that?
Are you serious? And instead of king d5, is there no f4 coming? Just no, but trading it and bring the rook in action?
Okay, you have to calculate it. It's not that simple because I'm gonna take and now I have this rook g3. You have to go king c6 probably, but it's not that obvious. Imagine you're tired. It's already so many matches behind you. It's not easy to be sure that you're winning here.
Actually, you know what I'm thinking? How about I don't take it and I push?
Yeah, but again,
takes.
You sure that you are winning?
No, I'm not sure. I need to check.
Maybe.
No, it should be winning. I go here, and here.
Like that.
Yes, it should be. Wow, it should be.
But okay, this is not what you do during the practical game. So very funny that we have king d5. Now, white is missing a draw in one move. White is giving a check, but there's b5. White can promote a pawn.
Oh my god. How much time they had at this point?
A lot of time at this moment. 18 minutes.
18 minutes?
Yeah.
Unbelievable, though.
So Liam can promote to a queen. Of course, it's just a draw, but he gives a check. Now Donchenko gives some check, plays f4, and look at that. Okay, so random game, 3 pawns more for black.
Okay, isn't it winning?
If Donchenko wins this, he gets to the next round of World Cup. Of course, it's completely winning, Georgi. It's completely winning. I mean, basically, it's very difficult to make a move that is not winning. Because it's so much winning. And, for example, in this position, just go e3, and the guy resigns straight away. There is b6, go e2. What's the deal?
Wow.
There is no b7, there is no nothing, like literally nothing. So we're talking about bullet level.
Wow.
If you don't win this in a bullet game, you're quite upset. Yeah, probably. I'm not playing bullet, but I see how fast the guys are. So
yes,
It's unbelievable, unbelievable. So black is going for the b5 pawn, which should be as well enough. So we have king d3. Of course, if you play g5, it's also completely winning. So, but it's all right. King d3, king e2, king d3. So now we have a couple of checks. King f1 takes rook b3. So black has to be already careful here. Takes h4, still winning. And Donchenko doesn't find the win and plays king e2.
Wait, king g2 is just...
The win is rook g3.
And
rook
pushes...
a6. And now only one move is winning, Georgi. Now we have the only move that is winning.
Let's see. Actually, let me think. Hang on.
Okay, let me think, because it's a tricky play. Black to play, black wins. Not an easy task. Donchenko did not find, of course, he was exhausted, but still.
Something. Wait, so h3, I think it's a draw. A side checks, I cannot do that. Moving the rook away, I'm afraid of king f4 and rook a2. Ah! Rook f3. And yes, I push.
That's correct.
Wow.
Rook f3 is winning, but not easy, yeah? Because it's already moved 68. There is pressure, there is tiredness, there is nervousness. So many things are going on at this moment. And of course, it's extremely pity to miss such an opportunity for Donchenko, but he stopped to focus. This is a point. You can never let the focus go. Because in this position, not to play e3 is just so weird. It's so strange not to play e3, e2, because there is nothing to calculate. There is nothing to do. Just play e3, e2. But he thought it doesn't really matter, so I take the pawn. And suddenly, after rook to g1, he has to take a decision. Do I play g5, I win, or I go for this king d3? Now again, it's not so simple. Little time on the clock. He finds the best move, rook b3. And he did not find the rook to g3 followed by rook f3. Can you imagine how he feels, Georgi?
I do. And also in the comments we have that Donchenko plays perfectly the whole tournament to draw a game like this. Maybe the pressure is getting him.
Just tired, I think. I think pressure, everything else. Donchenko just got tired, but as well, it was a horrible game of Le Congliem in the beginning because position been completely equal, and Le Congliem, I don't understand what he was doing. Maybe he tried to win the game, or no idea, but he played really, really bad. Then it was a drawish rook endgame, and again, Le Congliem made so many mistakes to get into the trouble. So very bad luck for Donchenko. But of course, in the beginning of the game, Le Congliem been helping him a lot. All right. Yeah, that's life. But of course, I was completely shocked because I thought it's an easy 0-1. So Donchenko is going to get to the next round. And then in the evening, I'm checking the result. I see draw. How is it possible that this is a draw? And then, yeah, I see how the game ended. Very, very sad end for the German player, yeah.
Completely unexpected as well, by the way. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, the game goes on still, actually. We will see.
Tomorrow tie breaks.
Yes.
Tomorrow tie breaks. Probably I'm going to comment them a little bit. And Georgi, tomorrow evening as well. We are going to go live together. So let's see. Let's see if we play or if maybe we do some endgames, because it's nice to do some endgames. For most of the people, probably a bit boring to the endgames, but yeah.
We will see how the audience will follow. Guys, give it a thumbs up, please. There are 20 viewers currently. Subscribe the channel. We want to reach to 70 subscribers as soon as possible. Real quick, it's just one click away. That's it. Algorithm catches up, and you have the entertainment all the time. You will just sit back, get the popcorn, and check out 12 games unbeaten streak with a lot of bullet actions as well. I loved Queen e4 at some point, that you put the queen there, actually right next to the king whenever you promoted on b8. It was really, so really cool. By the way, taking the queen on e1, queen e1, then you took the queen on b4. Oh boy, that was the highlight there. Damn it, we were like, the guys wrote it in chat. It's really dirty trick there because you were getting
But I
so
had to
low
do-
there. Yes, and it worked out perfectly fine there. And we will have the
I had to
camera
do that.
moments as well. I think we have a lot of clips coming up from this. Actually, zoom into your camera, actually, plus seeing that trick Queenie won and how to get away with it was really flawless. Very good one.
Lucky, yeah.
Very
Okay,
good.
thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't be shy, by the way. We want to see you more interact in the chat. Please, in case you have questions, always write them down. So don't be shy. There is no bad question except some insults. And of course, this is not what we want. So thank you very much for watching. Till tomorrow, eventually. We wish you all a good evening. Georgi, have a good night.
Thank you, everyone.
And yes,
See you around.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.